Okay, so the Amazon was recently on fire. And
Still kind of is.
okay, and they call that the Earth's lungs.
Yeah.
Is that an accurate representation?
Um,
Or that's overhyped.
I love to use that. Some of my science colleagues say it should be the heartbeat, not the lungs.
Okay.
I'm like, it's the lungs. But it breathes in the CO2 we breathe out, breathes out the oxygen we breathe in.
So it's a big debate just which body part it is.
But
That's
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Okay.
But the, some like other scientists are like, no, it's like the heartbeat, it's like a thump thing. So I don't know. I still call it the lungs of the planet, even though a lot of my science colleagues are like, it's more like the heartbeat of the planet. But yeah, it totally breathes in the CO2 we breathe out and breathes out the oxygen we breathe in.
And it is shrinking. Like they are cutting down a lot of trees.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you could see this with your satellites,
Easy.
right? And like at what rate is it disappearing?
Super duper duper fast. Yeah, it's fast, and it depends on like geopolitical situations and who's in charge in Brazil or the Congo.
But how do you go to what's his name, Bolsonaro, or what's his?
Yeah.
How do you tell him, hey, stop? You would need only the U.S. or some big country like the U.S. or the China could kind of demand that, right? And even still, that's an independent country. So how do you solve climate when you have so many different players who have so many different views? Because he's not a believer in climate science. As a matter of fact, I don't know that he doesn't believe, but there's a lot of money involved in what he's doing by spreading these farms out because they produce so much beef, right?
Sure.
So I mean, like, how do you even deal with a country like that?
I mean, ultimately, it's not about Brazil, but it's about every country, right? In every country, how do you deal with their decisions, especially if it hurts the environment or hurts the planet? Ultimately, it's about money and politics, right? There's a lot of money in politics everywhere, whether it's America or China or Brazil or wherever. There's a lot of money in politics, and so then where's the money coming from, right? Follow the money, and if the money's coming from an interest, a powerful interest against forests or against climate change, then that's how the politics roll.
Yeah, that's crazy when I look at Brazil. So if they were to stop all this burning, the slash and burn thing that they have going on down there, the forest would eventually return, right?
Yeah, that's a tough question, right? I mean, you're like, right,
Well, you
right. Say yes, right.
You just side with that one. You're like,
yeah,
that's a tough one. That
don't
don't sound good,
Yeah, I can't be too positive about that answer because I mean positive as in not sure, but as in like happy. So you would think, all right, you chop down a tree in backyard, the seeds will drop and it'll grow up again. In the Amazon, the lungs of our planet, a lot of the sustenance of the Amazon rainforest is through recycling of water, right? Where's the water come from? It first comes off the Atlantic, right, and through storms. But those storms don't make it all the way into the Amazon. That's a big place, right? So it'll rain down, and then the trees will store that water, evaporate it out of those leaves, like we talked about before, create new clouds, new rain, and sustain it, right? So it sustains itself through this recycling of water. Rain comes down, it stores it, puts it back up. If you chop down the tree or the trees, there's nothing to retain that water anymore. When it rains, the water doesn't stay in the system. It just runs off into the rivers back to the ocean. And so you can't sustain yourself as an Amazon rainforest if you're chopping your water retention systems down and recycling systems down. So it's not clear that that the Amazon rainforest can fully recover. You might reach this tipping point in which you just don't have that water anymore.
Wow. Okay, that
Who wants a drink? Go to Tipsy Bartender, and we'll,